Welcome to the sacred month of Ramadan, a time of reflection, renewal, and spiritual growth. Throughout this show, we will delve into the essence of Ramadan. There will be Quranic recitations, out and about with Nima, chat with Gen Zs, ask the Sheikh, and my favorite part, Iftar with Nima. Iftar with Nima will be showing every day throughout the month of Ramadan, 6:30 p.m. Make sure you don't miss it. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ramadan Mubarak.
Welcome back, but you missed the best bits of the show, and that's the part that we don't show you.
Yes, we need to be careful what we say behind though.
Say that again. I don't know I don't know where this positions women generally, but it's
some sort of security. And I used an analogy that if myself, you, Dek, Rich Uncle, and gang, we all went out, and then we packed our cars. If we try to approach young women,
or if they approach us.
If Rich Uncle or Dek says, "Excuse me,"
no.
Any man who has been able to attain that kind of property must be, number one, sensible and wealthy.
Okay.
And it's not going to be.
Okay.
Quickly, because I think it's also based on the upbringing of some of these females.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
That's why a lot of women fall for mechanics.
Yes.
Driving their own. Bag any of these people.
Is that why you're angry?
I'm not looking for them. I'm not looking for them. Thank God. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes when women are so materialistic,
Hold on. Listen,
that's why it's easy to deceive them.
I responded
with
to
money
you.
and so many lavish
I
things.
said to you that I might be driving a Mercedes, right?
Yeah. You might, or you're driving.
In one, some of our brothers in one state like that we know, one state like that, that place where the president lives, they buy.
We know our capacity. We know what we have, but we're saying that there's still a perception thing out there.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, I agree.
And for me, I don't feel it's about women being.
Let me just say about that. Listen, it's not about your material possession, it's how well you can.
Trees! You see.
We track and have risk. We track the streets of Lagos with our risk.
Okay.
And we're taking your daughters home. That was then. Not now. This out. I'll use the tissue and the rinse to clean the jizz. That's how we do this. You were looking for trouble. You got it.
Stop. hit Instagram. Video hit Instagram of this young child, obviously only just from the abroad, speaking to his grandmother in a dialect of Igbo that not many people can even pride themselves in. It was real deep. It showed that he had been invested in by his parents culturally because he was also born abroad. But of culture note. However, when you take away this culture, what happens? When you take away this language, rather, what happens is that culture is a vessel. Language is a vessel for culture.
Yeah.
However, Israel was on Instagram the other day, raining curses on his wife, talking about how bereft of culture she is and why that caused the break. Whether as friends, whether as people, whether as married couple, whether as a nation, and going forward, because we're slowly stripping ourselves of these.
We lack culture. We lack culture. Thank you for that. We lack culture. And it's so bad because there were certain things that culturally we're raised to believe in when we're much. A sort of caution when we're doing certain things. And that's why today people can steal in the government and do all sorts of things because they actually have lost that foundation.
Let's
like Jacob and man, I live there. I'm not to share my little share. I'm my son,
Mazimulo. Iko Maria shazimulo lo tuto Maria abavu. Mashi Maria kwa guka magwa shizimulo. Ishishi mbachi anke dishi. Na biko mena ni amazara.
That had to do with this a conversation. What was that about?
So there's this video online that shows a couple having an altercation.
I saw that. The house.
And all of that. In Nigeria. And it's like he's working, like he's providing and all of that. And the reason why I'm saying that it's part of the cultural deficiency. Okay, you know what, this is my husband, or, you know, I'm going to take him into a private space.
It's culturally incorrect
and,
to have
and talk to him and tell him, okay, went all out, she said all sorts of things right in front of the children, no respect, no regard. The husband was reacting, and those are part of the things that we've lost culturally as Nigerians and as Africans.
The problem I had with that video was the fact that there was somebody recording.
What's
all
up with
of
this
that,
recording?
And there was a kid holding the father trying to.
What you must understand is, show them. Now, let me say something.
Because I'm about to lose my train of thought.
Okay.
This video is very personal to me. The young boy speaking Igbo, because one of language and dialect in Plateau State, and I can't speak my language. I know a couple of words. I can make a sentence here and there, greets and whatnot. So I understand where this. Understand that some of these things are a gift. It's a talent. I had a friend I schooled with in secondary school that can speak Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, and he very young age for them to be able to establish these things. You need to be around this. I was talking with somebody earlier on, talking about learning a foreign language that you can still do now as an to ride a bike, you never ride a bike again.
Do it yourself, yeah.
You get me? So sometimes you need to be around people that are actually contributing to this language barrier.
So, one of the major challenges and reality, because when we were much younger, I didn't learn how to speak certain things. Understand. And my point is that there's a big role that adults, parents, need to play in this, because it will get to a stage whereby you will have generation culture of the country.
Let me ask. So you were asking a question. You were on a track that I was following. We're losing this identity. So the question is now, what
Do you know that the Japanese are one of the most cultural, precise communities in the world, and their culture has put them where they are? For and they go to school.
Question.
They're not learning. It's about culture.
Question.
Yes.
I'm from Plateau State. My wife is Yoruba, grew up in Lagos from Ogun State.
Yeah.
We're married now from two different cultures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which culture should my children follow?
So it's very simple. I'm married to an Igbo woman. So, and I'm Yoruba. And the thing is this.
You're not under any pressure.
Because we've seen
But you filtered all that because
if they don't have the mental capacity
and then
the gift and talent,
So, guys, hold on.
which culture?
Our culture.
Let's say corrupted. Let's just say that's corrupted.
It has corrupted it. And I'll tell you why. You mentioned something very important I wanted to talk about. One of my regrets as well is the fact from Benin, and I'm from Usain in Benin. So we have two languages. My dad speaks Benin and speaks Usain. Now, Usain is literally evidence that Benin is actually partly Yoruba. It's like Yoruba. So I literally, so one of the things that my dad did was, when I was pestering him, he gave me the history books of Usain. Adua. So Oduduwa's son was Adua, who migrated to Usain, and that's why today they speak like Yoruba people. In fact, if I is Obabi Olorunkosi, and we're from Benin.
Interesting. Wow.
So, why am I saying this? The reason why I said wokeness has really messed up a lot of things is because back because if I understood, now listen, if I understood Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo right now, I will be in serious money. So you see this video I bet with you did not start today. Now let me give you an example. My wife speaks French fluently. She speaks French, she speaks Yoruba, she speaks English. You must understand is that a child can easily grasp different languages.
Exactly.
So let me come back to you. All right. So your wife is Igbo, you're Yoruba. Your children will easily knock off the two.
That's what I'm trying to say. That they are not going to pick one of the two.
You understand?
They'll take the two.
And
your dad and all the things you said it in English of how your dad presented you with the history and the culture of where you came from.
He never taught me.
So even if you can't speak it, you know the culture and you can speak the language. If you can't speak the language, you know the culture. So it's a win-win in some
I was
situations.
very impressed with you telling us about the history
to
of
break and Yoruba if they have that gift.
No, I don't think it's gifted. You know, I don't understand. So,
because that's the pressure you put on children. You have one child, you have another.
Age or talent. It's about...
That's because of the Yoruba women you were chasing.
Well, let's take that as a punctuation. Let's do a quick break. We've got your messages coming in using the hashtag.
Imagine a world where this day is just another day, where celebrations of progress aren't confined into a single day.
No need to demonstrate our strength or skill.
Becomes a stepping stone and not a wonder.
No more rallying cries for change, for justice will be the anthem of our daily lives.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known, for when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Speak certain languages, some of us grind And, yeah, others, nothing. But I can speak my language.
Where's your wife from?
My wife is actually part Isoko, part Igbo.
Okay.
I'm all Isoko. I'm the genuine product. My mother spoke only Isoko to us, while my father took care of the English bit. So
we're talking about that. I saw you in your village and you were speaking one very amazing language like that. It was amazing.
Yeah. My wife.
And you actually understand language?
Of course I do.
Yes,
indeed. Which most people find like, you speak this
I
in
loved
English.
it. I saw that video.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. You know, Zeno can do so many things with his mouth. Move on.
Because we've also been missing gang. Zeno, you were looking too dapper on the red carpet. Thank you very much today. I was at the event, but I did not want to disturb you.
If you want.
You have to be politically correct with your response.
Ashadi says, look, Zeno, we're not moved by material things. Maybe sometimes, though, don't come to me as a man with a helicopter and think that I will not expect you to buy me a ship. Do you get what I'm saying? I know the girl that in that bunk bed was held by I know the girl that bunk bed was held by 2 iron buckets.
Maybe I'll take responsibility for that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's funny. You all call me Mazino. Gang calls me Zeno. Because from the past, it used to be Zeno. And yeah, it's very funny when I hear the difference.
And I also like to keep things short. Like my sex life.
Mix into you people. I wondered what goes on behind the scenes. We can't show you. It's MTBB. You mentioned one time that your producers are female. How?
I'm
telling you.
They're doing a marvelous job.
Black table. At Hillary, with this got polls in it. At Hillary says our native tongue should be taught early enough. Some are ashamed of their language. The video we just saw, the boy's mom is obviously Asian. Oh, now something to be taken note of there. The father deserves all his flowers.
You know the funny thing.
I doubt that.
I
doubt that. I don't think that you have to. I give you an instance during the break. Douglas used to work for the Beat FM. Grew up in a in 3 years, his Igbo is even deeper than most people who sell electronics at
because I agree with you, because I still feel you need to be around people that are
But I lost the interest.
I could speak French as well at some point in my life.
I could speak it. Like, I understand now, but I can't speak it anymore.
No, personally, I could kiss French, so I understand what he says.
And suck, but
do we have time for more commercials? I'm sorry, for more messages. Unfortunately, we do not. But I want to say our copy inside of YouTube. Thank you for joining us. Unfortunately,
pause. Say something in a language now. Everybody in a language.
Thank
you. I love it.
Vindicated. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, a real quick tip. Real quick, just a tip.
Can I give it to me? Yeah. Can I give it a tip? Real quick. that we can preserve our culture. That's it.
I have a tip as well. It's
Quick.
gingering me.
Quick.
Because it's International Women's Day.
Yes. Quick.
All right.
Catch you guys next week. Until then, it's good night, or is it good morning?
Happy International Women's Day.
Cheers.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Gang, you're on fire.
Forms of art. So it could be spoken word, it could be rap. Like my own parents say, my people go me jail. Like enjoy.
If you want dance, dance.